Hello, beautiful Taurus. This is Brandon over here on my channel. I'm Wow, here to bring you guys another energetic reading for the mid-October season. I hope you guys are having a fantastic October so far. Yeah, where is that coming from? But I think we have a Mercury. I think we have a Mercury retrograde going on right now, which is probably responsible for my mush mouth. So I do apologize for that. But welcome to my channel. For all the people who are returning, thank you for coming back. For anybody new, the way we do it over here on Wow is I'll be doing 3 cards for each kind of Taurus out there. 3 cards for the Taurus that's single, 3 for the Taurus that's in a loving relationship, and 3 for the Taurus that's maybe a bit complicated. You're a little bit wish-washy for whatever reason, what have you. We're going to do 3 cards for each of you, but please bear in mind that you all are Taurus at the end of the day, and I'm pulling from that same pool of energy, so you can take information as it applies to you. You don't have to go with the delineation of each of the groups of cards. Take what speaks to you and leave behind what doesn't. But like I said, you're all Taurus at the end of the day, and usually the cards do all kind of flow together pretty good. The message is usually very clear no matter what kind of Taurus you classify yourself as. And then I'll do one to close it out for you guys. But let's go ahead and get into it. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day so far. I hope the week has been, or the weekend was kind to you. And if it wasn't, shame on that weekend. The next one will be better. Okay, so the first card to pop out for my single Taurus out there is responsibility. Okay, this is where you are right now. No matter what's going on in your life, you know, the reason why you're single, it doesn't matter, because you're taking responsibility for yourself and for everything that's around you that influences you and what you put out there into the world to influence others or the environment around you. And that's fantastic. You're not only taking care of yourself, but your immediate environment as well. And that's a great place to be in. Okay? So keep up the good work, Taurus. Nice. I like it. All right. So the next card, and that was solar plexus energy, and it looks like it's staying that way. This is going to be one of your powers coming in to the mid-October season, is your solar plexus chakra. It's in powerful alignment right now. You've established your own self-worth through your own means. You didn't wait for anybody else to tell you, or you shouldn't wait for anybody else to tell you about it. You're already taking the steps and on the walk of your own self-discovery to know what it is to what it is to be you, what it is that your true personality is, what it is that your true what it is that you exactly are within this entire universe, because we're all significant, and every act is a part of one of the pages in the story of creation. So you have to be aware of this for yourself. If you're not already there, start doing things that speak that to you, that say, I am powerful, I deserve to be loved, I deserve to feel cherished, and I deserve to cherish everything that's in my life. Even some of the things that come into our lives that are kind of crappy, they're usually there to serve a purpose, be that to remind us of something else, or to get us a kick in the buns to say, get yourself going in the other direction, because this isn't healthy for you and it's not serving you at all. But be aware of that. That's going to be your power coming into the next into mid-October, is you're not being owned by your ego. You're finding out what it is that your ego truly is, and that's wonderful. Your ambitions are returning and blossoming, so keep that up and keep going that direction, because it is your true definition. It is really who you are. No matter what others may say about it, you got to go with the flow of your own current, your own river. And this is going to be something to continue to evolve, continue to work on for yourself, is that third eye, the ajna. We're going to make sure that we're continuing to take time for ourselves to get into that meditative stance, to connect ourselves with the divine, with source, with creation, with God, whatever you want to call that energy, with science, whatever you want to call that. You want to make sure that you're allowing yourself time to connect with it, to hold dialogue with it, and to really understand what it is that it's trying to tell you, the direction that it's pointing you in, and why you're taking this journey. But yes, do still some time for yourself. Don't allow, even if you find yourself in a low vibe state, you can quickly bring yourself back up by doing something that gets you into that meditative mindset of wait a minute. Let me take a moment for me to really see what it is that my mind is saying. To see what it is that quiet voice in my head is screaming at me. Let me see what's going on with me real quick. That's what meditation does for you. It not only connects you with your environment around you in a beautiful way, like it adds you to the flow of that current. It doesn't drip you in there and let you get taken away. No, you're swimming with it. That's what meditation does for you. It makes you stop resisting and just sit in stillness so that you can hear what the divine is speaking to you. So do that for yourself if you're not already doing that, or continue to develop that in your own way. And we're going to get into the cards for my Taurus in love. All right. The first card to pop out is grounding. This is where you're at right now, my loved up Taurus, is you're grounded. And that's a beautiful thing, because what reaches greater heights than a tree with fantastic roots? What feels better than stepping your feet onto a surface that you know is there? When you're not sure, you're panicked and you're like, oh crap, is there something that's going to hold me when I take this walk forward? Or am I going to drop into oblivion? When you're grounded, you know the soil's there. You know your foundation is there because you put it there. You helped it develop. You structured the ground beneath you so that you can ascend up to the heavens. Take that however you want to. I don't want to get too metaphysical, spiritual on you guys, but that's exactly what it is. You ground yourself so you can reach greater heights. And that's where you are right now, loved up Taurus. You keep it up, good, you little love muffin, you. And the next card to pop up for my beautiful Taurus is forgiveness. This is going to be powerful for you coming into mid-October, is allowing yourself the space to forgive yourself for the wrongs that you've done. Everybody's not perfect. No matter how wonderful somebody might seem on these YouTube channels, we've all done things that we're not proud of. Had moments that we wish we could erase, but you can't. You can't walk back to those moments and just completely delete them. But you can allow yourself to move forward in the strength that you'll never let it happen again, because you know what you've done wrong. And when it comes to forgiving somebody else, especially if my Taurus is in a loving relationship, you have to be able to forgive somebody for what they've done wrong so that you can continue to move forward and strengthen your bond with this person and create a more powerful union. So don't allow yourself to get caught up on the temporary discomfort of the argument, and allow yourself to see the beautiful, loving, comfortability, whatever that word is, of the future ahead of you. Especially if you know you love your boo. Yeah, we got to make sure Bay is making an understanding that we do cherish them. And this is something to be careful of, or to be mindful of more than anything. And that's going to be money. Okay, Taurus? Want to make sure that we're not spending recklessly. If you have to do something that requires a great expenditure, make sure that it is something that is nourishing for you and your family. No matter how that applies, if it's you and just your partner, or if you got some rugrats running around, you want to make sure that your expenditures are providing not just a benefit for you, but for your tribe as well. Okay, just be careful. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the cards for my Taurus that's complicated, for whatever reason that may be. No judgment here. No complication shaming over here on this channel. We don't do that. But this is where you're at right now. Your dreams probably going a bit nutso right now, Taurus, aren't they? You've been having some weird ones. I have too. I'm a Taurus moon, so I feel you. They have been unusual. But there are secret messages in there. No matter how unusual they are, pay attention not only to what it is that's going on in the dream, but how that makes you feel. If it makes you feel a little bit scared, you know what's going on with that. If it makes you feel a little bit excited, even if it is something that should be scary, that's a different meaning too. And take advantage of your resources on these. Like, my sister is a wonderful resource for dream divination in my life, but anytime I can't get a hold of her, I go right to the internet. And they have plenty. Just plug it into the source, or the source engine. Just plug it into Google, and I guarantee you'll get at least 2 or 3 great interpretations of whatever weirdness happened in your dream. But pay attention to your own dreams as well. You're following exactly what it is that you want to do with your life, your higher purpose. You're going with your own, like, not just the sleepy dreams, but your waking life, what it is that you aspire to be. And that's very fantastic, Taurus. Good job. This is going to be powerful for you. So if you're in a complicated situation to where you don't know where you stand with somebody, you want to continue to cultivate that relationship if it's healthy. If it's confusing because you guys haven't been honest with each other about how you really feel, maybe it's time to be a little bit honest about that. Yeah, maybe sure you don't get to play the field as long as you wanted to, but maybe that's exactly what you need right now. And if it's not like a sexual or intimate relationship, I should say, then you want to make sure that you're cultivating those relationships in your life that make you proud to be you. The ones where you don't have to put on a mask so that you can impress them. It's the ones where you can say whatever comes out of your wonderfully wild Taurus mouth and people get a good giggle or feel endeared closer to you because you are such a wildflower. People love wildflowers, trust me. And something to kind of be mindful of is your insight, okay? Whenever we meditate, we're not only connecting to the world around us, but we're connecting to the world inside of us as well. And what insight speaks of is taking accountability of where it is that you've been, what you've been through, be it good or bad, that's gotten you to this point, and taking what you can from that to strengthen you for the walk forward. You want to make sure that you're very well aware of the mistakes you made and your accomplishments so that you know where you stood strong and where you were your weakest. Because we have to be honest with ourselves when it comes to our strengths and our weaknesses. Nobody is perfect and nobody is 100% impenetrable, impermeable when it comes to our feelings, our emotions. Nobody is a straight up brick. Nobody. But when we go inside and we get in, this is mind chakra energy, the ajna, because we have to connect with that internal source to really hear what it is that our mind's eye is showing us, or see it. Hear or see it. That's kind of like a two-way street on when it comes to the mind. But we have to take time for ourselves and get into that meditative. It's not really if you want to call it a trance, you can, but it's those quiet moments when you're thinking about 1,000 thoughts a minute, but they're all very clear. Million conversations going on, and you can respond to every single one of those conversations because you know exactly what's being said in every single one of them because you're clear. You're seeing with the mind's eye and not hearing with or seeing with the external receivers. Okay? And we're going to pull one from the bottom to close it all out. That way I'm not keeping you guys for too long. And the bottom card that I pull out is for every one of you. It's not just for any one of the 3 groups, it's for all of us Tauruses. And the card to come out is still Ajna energy, the mind chakra energy, third eye. You want to make sure that you're continuing to see your world, not just from a level plane of view, but from that bird's eye view as well. And you see it with a stillness because when you do, you're not just taking in the broad scope of things, but getting down to the finer details as well. And you don't want to miss anything, especially with your strong and powerful Taurian mind. you don't want to miss a single thing because everything is speaking to you right now. You don't want to miss out on any one of those conversations that the source wants to have with you by getting caught up in arrogance, in ego, in low vibrational argumentative things. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to see the universe and not just outside that small window from within your comfort zone. Okay? Well, that's all I have for you guys for now. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be talking with you soon. In the meantime, please, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope that you all continue to aspire to become your dreams. You want to kill dreams by fulfilling them. And I think that you, Taurus, can do that with your powerful self. So continue to rock on. I'll be talking with you soon. Continue to take care of everybody else and yourselves as much as you can. I love you. Peace. Namaste.